What's up guys, Tom the Bomb back here for another video. Now after I recreated Sweet But Psycho on the Fortnite Music Blocks about 2 weeks ago, a lot of you guys have actually been interested in the song and you want to try it out for yourselves, so you've asked me for the code. But unfortunately, because I'm not a supported creator as of yet, I'm not able to publish creative codes for you guys. So the best thing you guys can do to help me out is to subscribe to the channel, get your mates, your friends and your family to also subscribe, and that way the channel can get to 1k subs quicker. And once I'm at 1k subs, I'm allowed to apply to become a supporter creator, and then I can release creative codes just like the Sweet But Psycho one here for you guys. But in the meantime, a lot of you guys have actually asked me, oh Tom, how did you construct Sweet But Psycho? Where do the music blocks go? How far apart do they go? And stuff like that. So I'm going to show you guys all of that today, and I'm going to do a tutorial on the main tune, which is the notes that are on the floor in front of me here. So I'm going to do a tutorial on the main tune for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, so I've got a fair bit to cover here with the main tune, so I'm going to move through it fairly quickly. So if you end up missing any bits, just pause the tutorial, rewind, and watch the bits that you need to help you with your own recreation. Okay, let's go. So we start with an F sharp, a single tile gap, F sharp, a single tile gap, F sharp, F, F sharp, F, a single tile gap, C sharp, a single tile gap, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F, F, a single tile gap, D sharp, a single tile gap, D sharp, F, D sharp, F, A sharp, A sharp, F, F, another F, a single tile gap, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, F sharp, single tile gap, F sharp, single tile gap, F sharp, F, F sharp, F, a single tile gap, C sharp, a single tile gap, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F, F, G sharp, 1/8 of a tile gap in there, 1/8 of one of these tiles, that's that distance of a gap in there. And then we go to a D sharp, and then we have 7/8 of a tile gap. So 7/8 of one of those tiles is the gap between this D sharp and this D sharp right here. And then we go to an F. Then we go to another D sharp, F, A sharp, A sharp. And then we have 1/8 of a tile gap in here again, just like before. And then we have an F, another F, F, and then we have 7/8 of a tile gap in here, followed by a D sharp, another D sharp, and then a C sharp. Okay, so that is the first section of the song, the first section of the tutorial, guys. Okay guys, so the last section of the tutorial, the green section, finished on the C sharp right here. So the tile gap between the C sharp and the G sharp right there is 3 tiles. So 3 tile gap between the green section and the orange and red section. And the orange and red section begins on a G sharp, going to a D sharp, and then to an F, another F, and then you have a 1, 2, 3, 4 tile gap between that F over there and the G sharp here. Then a D sharp, then an F, then a D sharp, then a single tile gap right here, and then a C sharp, followed by a double tile gap, so 2 tile gap between this C sharp and the D and the G sharp right here. Then we go to the D sharp, followed by an F, then go to another F, and then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 tile gap again. Then we have a G sharp, then we have a D sharp, then we have an F, then we have a D sharp, followed by a single tile gap where I'm standing, a C sharp, an A sharp, another A sharp, another A sharp, an F, a G sharp, a G sharp, an F, and then we have a, I'm just going to work this out, this gap here, so it's a 1, 2, 3, okay, so it's a 3.5 tile gap between the F right here and a D sharp right here. So the F and D sharp is a 3.5 tile gap, and then we have the D sharp followed by the F, and then another D sharp, a single tile gap where I'm standing, a C sharp, and then we have a, ooh, I'm just working this one out again. It's 1, whoopsie, 1, 2, okay, so it's a 3 tile gap, guys. So a 3 tile gap between the C sharp and the D sharp here. 3 tiles. Then we have the D sharp, the F, whoop, I didn't mean to hit that, D sharp, then the F, then another F, and then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 tile gap going to this D sharp right here, another D sharp, a third D sharp, a fourth D sharp, half a tile gap in here where I'm standing, and then we have the C sharp. So guys, that's the orange and red section done for this tutorial. So the next section, guys, starts with blue tiles here, but it involves a mixture of everything. So let's just get straight into it. So we start with an A sharp right here, this blue note, even though you can't see it, there's an A sharp under here. So this A sharp right where I'm standing, then we go to another A sharp, then A sharp again, another A sharp, 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 then a C sharp, another C sharp, another C sharp, another C sharp, another C sharp, then we have an F, then a D sharp, C sharp, F, and then we have a bit of a tricky gap here again. So it's 3/4 of a tile, guys. 3/4 of a tile is the gap between this F, where I'm highlighting, and the C sharp here. So we have a C sharp, and then we have another 3/4 gap between the C sharp and the A sharp, which is right here. So that's a 3/4 gap going to this A sharp. Then we're back to a tile gap right here. And this note under here, if I just move this one, sorry, is an F. So we have an F, then another F, and then a D sharp under here, and then a C sharp, then an F, and then we have half a tile gap in here where I'm standing, then a C sharp, half a tile gap going to an A sharp here, then we have a single tile gap right here where I'm standing going to this F, another F, then a D sharp right where I'm standing there, a C sharp, and then we have the A sharps again, A sharp, 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 then we have a C sharp, C sharp, C sharp, C sharp, another C sharp, then we have F, D sharp, C sharp, F, half a tile gap going to a C sharp, half a tile gap going to an A sharp, a single tile gap going to an F here, there's another F hidden under here where I'm standing right now, and then we have a D sharp, a C sharp, an F, half a tile gap, a C sharp, then a half a tile gap, going to an A sharp where I'm standing right now. And then we have a bit of a big tile gap going to the next section. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got a 4 tile gap going from this A sharp here to the next section. Alright guys, thanks for watching this section. Okay guys, so this next section involves the green tiles again, and it's very similar to the first section of the tutorial. So I'm just going to run through this section actually really quickly, because you guys basically just have to copy the content from the first section of Sweet But Psycho. Okay, so here we go. So we've got F sharp, single tile gap, F sharp, single tile gap, F sharp, F, F sharp, F, single tile gap, C sharp, single tile gap, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F, F, single tile gap, D sharp, single tile gap, D sharp, F, D sharp, F, A sharp, A sharp, F, 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 single tile gap, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, F sharp, single tile gap, F sharp, single tile gap, F sharp, F, F sharp, F, a single tile gap right here, C sharp, single tile gap, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F, F, single tile gap, D sharp, single tile gap, D sharp, F, D sharp, F, A sharp, A sharp, F, 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 single tile gap, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp. Okay, that's the green section done right there, guys, and now we've just got the end section to go. Alright guys, so we've just got the end section to go now, the blue tiles. Let's get into it. So C sharp to start, then another C sharp, single tile gap, C sharp, G sharp, A sharp, C sharp, single tile gap, C sharp, single tile gap, C sharp, C sharp, G sharp, A sharp, D sharp, single tile gap, D sharp, another single tile gap, D sharp, G sharp, F, another F, single tile gap, F, another F sharp, F, single tile gap, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp, F sharp, single tile gap, F sharp, single tile gap, F sharp, F, F sharp, F, single tile gap, C sharp, single tile gap, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F, F, G sharp, D sharp, single tile gap, D sharp, F, D sharp, F, A sharp, A sharp, F, another F, F, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp, and a C sharp to finish. There we go, guys. That's the tutorial for the whole of Sweet But Psycho, the main tune. Alright guys, thanks for watching my tutorial on the main tune of Sweet But Psycho. I hope you found the tutorial helpful. If you did find it helpful, go down below and give the video a like. And also go to the comment section and tell me how I could improve future tutorials. And let me know if I should do tutorials on things like the drum parts or the chords of Sweet But Psycho as well. And guys, as I said at the start of the video, to release maps like this one and recreations like this one, I have to be a supporter creator, which requires 1,000 subs. So start getting your friends, your family, and any other mates you got to sub to the channel. And that way we can make it to 1K subs quicker, and I can start releasing maps just like this one so you guys can try it out for yourselves. And guys, I know this is a very, very difficult song to recreate, so I'm going to reward a couple of you guys for your efforts. So the 2 best recreations of Sweet But Psycho will be featured on my channel once you guys have finished your recreation. So I'll give you guys about a month to try and recreate the song because it's very difficult. And once you guys have finished, I want you to send your recreations to the email, which is in the description below. And then I'll feature the best 2 recreations of all the recreations I receive. I'll feature the best 2 on my channel. So get cracking on those recreations, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers, guys.